Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Slimecraft. Last episode we built our first house, which is behind us right now, finished the exterior, added in some details, and in this episode it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode for sure, but this episode we want to accomplish the interior. So I want to make sure that we have enchantment setups, a bedroom, a storage system, all of that kind of jazz. I think the exterior is basically finished. I've added in a couple of more details between episodes. I think mainly the flowers and the path wasn't done last episode. So you've got the main eastern path built out a little bit. And then this is going to be like the side path design that goes into like all of the houses and buildings and stuff. And then on the side of the building here, on this northern path, we've got this nice little plot here on the side of our house, which we're probably going to make a little side building. This is probably where we're going to put the horse. I know we discussed this last episode. Probably going to put like a little door here that takes you into the house, and then build a little side building for the animals. But that's enough about exterior. We've got a lot to do. We've got the enchantment room / storage, I guess. We obviously want to make storage under the ground as well. Essentially in this corner here, I just want us to be able to go down. We don't actually need to go down too much, to be honest. We want to probably aim for maybe about 5 height. But what I'm going to do is clean this up, build the stairs, and then dig out of this room. Probably to the same size as this room for now. But yeah, this storage system and then the storage room underneath is probably going to be the main body of work in this episode. So I've dug out the room below, and it matches identical to the room above. We might have to make it a little bit longer though, because I have got exact plans to kind of how I want this storage system. So they're going to need 3 gaps like this, and then we're going to need pillars between those 3 gaps like so. So it really depends if it fits perfectly, and to be honest, it could actually fit perfectly. Here we're going to put something else like storage, maybe some armor chests and stuff like that. But I actually think this could work. So we need 3 by 3 for kind of the chest design that I've got in mind. But I might push it back one, so you've got 3 rows on each side and then a 1 at the end maybe. But in terms of the width, when you come down, I think it's going to be perfect. I've also moved the stairs 1 left, so we might have to work on these spiral stairs again. It kind of made sense for the stairs to come down in the center. And I've dug out the holes where the chests will go. So essentially each hole is going to hold 9 chests. 9 double chests. So what I'm going to do is just muck around with some designs. I think once we've got one kind of section designed to perfection, maybe I'm turning into a poet now. I think that doesn't look bad at all. For a first attempt, I don't think that looks bad at all. I think I might want to add some stone buttons. I just feel like the ratio is off. We need more stone textures. So if we put stone buttons here, see, 100% need to sort the ceiling out. I don't know what we're going to do there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, grind some materials out, do all 8 sections, and then I'll come back when this room is looking a bit more, a bit more polished. At the moment it's really is a dirt cave at the moment. So it's only actually doing this midway that I've realised I've got the whole maths wrong. For some reason I thought I was building 9 sections. And it's only now that I'm actually building this out. I've realised it's only 7 sections. And I don't actually know where I got 9 sections from. So you're probably watching the episode. Some of you might be shouting at me or commenting like, what is this guy on? All we've got to do now is grind a hell of a lot of wood. So we can make like 54 double chests. So that is going to be one big old grind. We're going to have to put this diamond axe to the test. And I'll come back once that is all done. I am getting the impression that we could probably do something better with these stairs. I don't know if this is the right idea. It just looks so weird. I'm not sure if it's actually just going to be better for us to put them coming down like this, maybe. I think it will give us a lot more space here as well. We've got this incredible space under the stairs. But I think right now what I've got to do is just kind of figure out what we're doing with the ceiling, the floors, and then this space here. Before this kind of basement storage system is done. We can now get organised. We've got so much stuff everywhere. We can now, between episodes, finally start putting stuff in its place. And I honestly think this floor is complete. So you come down, you've got the storage, you've got the workbench area. So we've got one of these grindstone repair thingy-majigs. Just realised that there's a couple bits of dirt here actually. let's quickly change this out. You got the repair and disenchant thing here. You've got your furnace. Probably we'll put a brewing stand or something down here when we come to that. You've got the crafting table in the middle. Lanterns, ceiling, walls and floor is all now filled in. And then just put a couple of plant pots and stuff down here just to spruce it up a little bit. But very happy with how this is looking. I think this is perfect. And again, if we ever do need a lot more resources stored, we will just take this bit out, push this back a few, add a couple of more sections, and then add this bit back at the end. And I want to make sure in this enchanted setup we have some room for chiseled bookshelves, because I don't think this is something I've even really used in Minecraft at all yet. I've never actually put these in a build, so I kind of want to see what they're about. That would be super, super cool. Might actually turn this inwards. It's just broke. Did these break? Oh, they just like completely break. Put that one back there, and then we'll face this one inwards. And then what I want to do is put some trapdoors on top of a few of these things. But I like that. I think that's a very nice start. I think one thing that we're also going to add to this eventually as well, obviously a slime city, we're going to want a lot of green involved. So when we start getting a lot of lime green carpet, we'll add some lime green carpet all around here as well. Same as down here as well, actually. We could probably put few bits and bobs of carpet just to fill the floor in, but it's in place. I think we can move upstairs for now. I think we've got a little bit of time to do a bit upstairs before we have to wrap the episode up. I think the main thing for me is probably finishing this roof. I want to put like a wooden beam running across the top here, and then maybe some lanterns and stuff coming off it. But the main thing I do want to do, obviously, is the bed design. We're going to have to build a wood farm eventually. The amount of wood that we're going to need to cut down. This is the first house. We're actually going to have to build hundreds of houses for villagers and stuff. We're going to need a wood farm. I'm honestly just bored of chopping down trees at this point. Go, and then I'm probably going to do 3 in both sides. Or 4 in, actually. But I just think it's a nice way to add light into a building sometimes. Is just to run a beam across the top and have lanterns coming off, rather than putting torches on the walls. Let's move on to the bed design, which is something that we need to hit right on the head. I think we need to make sure the bed design is nice. Can't remember what episode it was in, but I said I think all the villagers have died and gone missing. I think it might have been in the beginning of last episode. It's only now that we've come to get some lime wool we've realised what's gone on here. We've realised I've realised what has gone on. We need to get these guys in the homes like ASAP. But we need a lot of wool for the whole bed kind of decor kind of thing. We need about 50 odd, so we're gonna have to be here for a while. Very crammed in here, actually, very crammed indeed. Now the idea is we're gonna have 3 beds in this gap, and then 8 green banners along these fences here, which is a common design you see quite a lot on the internet, but it's just something that hits. I think it hits that like medieval vibe on the head as well. This is going to be the big old grand bed, and to be fair, when you've got the door open, what a view that is. You can see right out into the ocean. I'm also going to move Nacho upstairs. You coming? You coming, buddy? Hello, mate. Hello. You coming? Right, do we need to like force you off? We need to get a lead, clearly. Let's attempt that again. Right, where's this cat gone? Now he's over here. Come on, buddy. You're being stubborn. Come on, buddy. I'm trying to show you the grand bed. Surely you don't want to sit out here all the time. Let's just sit you down here. You clearly have some behaviour problems. Let's just sit you down and push you over manually. You can do it. That's it. Well done. Let's actually put you on the bed. There you go. Perfect. I'm really happy with all of this, though. The interior's getting somewhere. There's bits and bobs we need to add, but I think we've got everything in place. We've got our bed, our respawn point. We've got our enchantment set up. And the most important thing from this episode as well is that we've got our storage system. Drop a comment down below if you like the design or if there's anything you would add and include. We're doing a lot more of the interior stuff over on Twitch, so make sure you follow me on there. We also go live on TikTok too, so make sure you come over on TikTok and support that platform. And then episode 6, we're going to be doing the XP farm. I showed you guys the skeleton farm a while back, and we need it desperately. We need to get levels up and get better gear. So next episode, we're going to be working on an XP farm and getting all of that included into the world. Thank you so much for the support. We've hit 2,000 subscribers. I can't thank you enough, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.